the heat, but we don't wanna let go. We answer questions that we ask alone. I hear the words, but they're coming out an echo. So, would you give up the fight if you had no time to even surrender? Would you give up your rights and let your life slide away? There's a race, so you win, lead to race. Why complicate that feeling hate when it suffocates at the bottom? Don't take the bait, just walk away, resuscitate your nirvana. I feel a way I've never felt before. I finally found what I'm looking for. So, would you give up the fight if you had no time to even surrender? Would you give up your rights and let your life slide away? There's a race, so you win, lead to race. Forever in our open arms, we're thankful we made it safe so far. We proudly show our battle scars because they made us true. Would you give up the fight if you had no time to even surrender? Would you give up your rights and let your life slide away? There's a race, so you win, lead to race. There's a race, so you win, lead to race.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 90th episode of FNV. FNV is short for Friday Night VTubing, and this is a show where I, your host Zarastro, interview various VTubers from all over the community. And tonight, our wonderful guest will be xoKohaku. Kohaku, please say hi, introduce yourself, and tell our listeners something fun about yourself. A fun little fact, you could say, that they might not know.
Hi, I'm Kohaku, and I woke up 2 hours ago.
Wait, how did you wake up 2 hours ago? Wait, what? Isn't it like 4 p.m.?
No, it's 1 p.m.
1 p.m. Okay, no,
Yeah.
waking up 2 hours ago, valid. Valid. I don't.
Okay.
I'm not holding that against you at all. No, that's valid. I woke up later than that today, so I mean, I'm not one to judge at all.
I'm glad.
Is your sleep schedule usually not good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, usually I go to bed really late and then wake up late. And
One
here we
of
are.
us. One of us. One of.
Basically. But I don't want to be like that. I can't do that. It's really bad.
I mean, it's only bad if you've got a normal 9 to 5.
Yeah, I want to have a normal 9 to 5 one day, so
Okay, fair enough.
I
I've had
can't
one.
keep doing this.
I've had one for the last month, and it's been pain.
I believe it. It's like reverting back and forth just drastically.
For real. I mean, the one good thing is the pay. Like, I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna complain. My bank account has more activity coming in than it has in quite a hot minute.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. But okay. So, before we go too deep into our sleep schedules and how fucked they are, let me ask you, well, first, let me say welcome to the 90th episode.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Thanks for coming on such short notice.
Yeah, no problem.
I only realized on
go ahead.
Wednesday, shit, I don't have a guest for this week yet.
I'm glad I could be your backup or whatever the heck I am.
I'm glad too. But yes, shall we hop into the first question then that I have on the list? So the first question would be, Kohaku, what would you say is your lore?
My lore? Well, I haven't fully written it out yet, to be honest with you. I've only had bits and pieces just posted everywhere. I'm just like that guy, that meme that has like all those sheets of paper everywhere with a rubber band tying it together. They're like, it'll make sense eventually, I swear.
You've just got a giant fucking red thread connecting everything on a board, like you're trying to solve some murder. Whose murder you're trying to solve? Your own.
My own murder. I've been dead this whole time. No, but basically, like, the gist of it is I'm the only one of my kind. I'm an Azure Wolf Girl, and there's only one left of my kind, and we're all extinct, and I'm the last of it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So what happened? How did that happen? Humans, I'm gonna guess.
Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe.
I
Still up in the air.
Know yet, but I'm gonna figure it out. You'll see.
Okay.
I'll figure it out.
And
We'll figure it out together.
Together. You're gonna bring demons into your lore now? Damn.
I could.
Yeah.
It's very open.
And then what would happen if you were to reproduce? Then you would not be the last one, no?
Exactly.
So that's the plan.
Who's to say? Up to interpretation.
Make yourself not extinct anymore. That's the goal.
I mean, yeah, like, goal, I guess.
Wait, if you're solving your own murder, then you are already extinct.
Exactly.
Since you were the last of your kind.
Am I dead? Am I alive? I don't know. Do you
Find
know?
out next week on FNV, the sequel.
Basically.
In that case, it ain't Friday Night VTubing. In that case, it's Friday Night Violence. We're gonna find out who committed these violent acts of murder.
That would be something.
And
that'd be the best spin-off.
FNV season 2 is just gonna be me getting a guest on and shit. Fucking brutally murdering them every week.
Figure out their murderer.
Figure out, yeah. I'm gonna be the new CSI.
That would be
Let's
really
go.
cool. About a whodunit kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And each week, my partner's the one who dies. Like the guest is the one who's died, and we're solving their murder together. I'll be like a medium speaking to their ghost.
That would be really cool.
Chat joins in. Chat be like third imposters trying to throw us off. Gaslighting.
That would be fantastic.
Okay, now I'm probably not going to do that. So if anybody else wants to do that, feel free. You can take that idea. I just want some credits.
Yeah, you should get at least 50% of the profits.
Definitely. And 50% of the murders.
Yeah, there you go. Everything's solved.
I want some action on the murdering.
But
okay. Okay, before YouTube thinks that we're planning things here and I get put on the list.
In-game, YouTube in-game.
In-game, yes. In Minecraft. Definitely in Minecraft. Or, you know what, even better, in Rust. In Rust.
Yeah.
Because then we're allowed to be more toxic.
Okay, we covered our bases. YouTube is happy now.
Yes. But okay. Let me then go into the next question that I have for you, and instead of focusing on your lore, let's look at where you come from. So, who or what led you down the VTubing rabbit hole?
So, I technically started a few years ago before I started this whole thing where I'm this creature.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even know I was technically a VTuber because I just made a random model thingy on VRoid Studio, and I was just like, yeah, this represents me. I don't like to show myself on camera, so this will be me now. Haha.
That's fair.
And yeah, and it picked up from there. I still didn't know what a VTuber was during that time either. I was just like, I'm represented by Anime Girl. So that's it.
Oh, okay, that's the only thing. So how did you then How did you stumble upon Vroid?
I technically don't know. I just found the beta
You found it
version
on
of
Steam.
when it was like. No, it was before it was on Steam, so it was the beta version when I found it on Pixiv, and it was like
Damn.
version 10 or something at the time, I think.
So you had to like
It's
go
sort
out
of
of your
like-
way to find it.
Basically, and I'm like, ooh, this is a fun character customizer. I can make my own characters here. It's like The Sims, but without a big chunk of The Sims.
It's like the part
And I
that
don't-
most people spend 2 hours on in The Sims and then they don't touch it again later.
Exactly, and that's all I did with The Sims anyway. I would make my own characters. Like, I would always make up stories when I was younger, and I always made up my own characters and everything, and so I would make them in The Sims. I'm like, and now what? Well, time to make my other character.
Yeah. No, I'm also one of those. I would build a character, then I'd build a house, I'd move them in, and I'm like, next. Okay,
Yeah,
back to the character
basically.
creation and time to build a house. Or sometimes
Yeah,
I'd
and
have
so
it the
that-
other way
that-
around. I'll build the house first because that's what I enjoyed the most about The Sims, just building houses in it. And then I'm like, okay,
I
but
know a
now
lot
I
of
need
people have trouble with that.
now I need someone to move into this bitch though.
For me, like, I'd be stuck on the character customization screen of any game out there.
Oh, same.
So I would just be there for hours. I'd be having a good time, but if I stream stuff like that, I'm like, people are watching me customizing a character for like 3 hours or whatever.
Yeah.
Are they having a good time? I hope they're having a good time.
Yeah. I feel like next time I do something like that that has a character customizer, I don't know if I should like first if I should create my character before stream or if people want to watch me actually do it in stream. I don't know. Because I feel like it might be super boring to watch, but depending on how the character customizer works, you can make some fucked shit.
Yeah.
Like Saints Row. If you
Oh, I can
just fuck
imagine.
around with Saints Row's sliders and shit.
Oh my god. I can't
Make the
look at
most
that.
scoffed character ever, and then later through the playthrough you're like, okay, no, let me actually make a proper looking character that reflects like
Let's
my
make
model
this
or
person
something.
presentable. They need to function in society. I need to make them at least functional.
Yeah, because I remember when I started streaming Saints Row, I maxed out or completely minimized all of the sliders where it's like they're at an end and the character looked horrible, like some fucking amalgamation of an orc and a goblin and a giant all in one.
I love that. I adore that.
And it was horrific.
I believe it, but it was your creation, so it must have been something special.
Oh, what's that supposed to mean?
You made it yourself. A lot of heart goes into stuff like that.
Bro,
You know?
I made that shit in 5 minutes. Because I was like,
I
let me
mean,
just max out all of the sliders, see what happens. And
It's
then
a
I'm like,
little bit of
yeah.
heart.
Yeah,
Little bit heart and
I
soul.
gave it a tiny bit of heart, but trust me, that character was heartless. There was not a single beat in that thing.
Poor thing.
He was more cold-blooded than a fucking snake.
Ooh. A lot of snake talk today.
A lot of snake talk today.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
My friend, he found a snake in his backyard, and
Oh.
he's kind of dealing with that right now.
Is he dealing with it right now?
Technically, well, it like slithered away apparently, so it's not in his yard anymore. But apparently, it was a rattlesnake, so that's a problem.
Oh shit.
Hey, there he is.
Oh, there he is. Well, I hope the snake doesn't come back.
yeah,
if
that'd be
you
ideal.
if you see a cardboard box just moving around in your yard, don't worry. It's normal.
I mean,
It
it might
happens
be
with
coming to my
snakes.
area. We live like an hour away from each other, so anything could happen.
Listen, that's an hour by car, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
How
So,
long do you
the
think
snake
is
will
it
be
gonna
here in
take
a
the
day.
snake?
Probably a day or two.
The snake
Or more.
hacked your IP address and got your GPS location from your friend's house.
That'd be hilarious.
He's just cruising up in a fucking cardboard box.
I would be like, oh, well, this is how I die, I guess.
I mean, it's a rattlesnake. Not some of them are poisonous. As far as I'm aware, I'm not sure if all of them are, and I don't know what area you're from. If you're in Florida, I'd say you're dead.
Yeah, Florida people be dead.
Florida people
we're
are
from
built
California,
different.
so
Okay, no, you're extra dead, because y'all ain't used to that shit.
yeah, we don't have the immunity. We don't have the vaccine yet.
Nah.
Rattlesnake, can't give it. Give me the vaccine, please.
Easy, just get yourself bitten by a little baby one.
Yeah, it's just that simple.
Inoculate yourself against it.
Oh, God.
Using big words here now. I'm pulling up my tool vocabulary.
Good. It shows you're intelligent.
Some people would argue that, me included.
Aw. Don't say that about yourself.
But okay, enough about me though. So, let's go back to you. So then, you say you started streaming when? When did you start?
2017 or 18?
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a long time ago. And that's with that's when you found VRed as well and then started.
Yep.
Jeez.
Basically, yeah.
Damn, that's 5 years ago. That's something.
Yep. Yeah, but I didn't start this Kohaku thing until last year.
Okay.
September of last year.
Yeah, that means it's almost your 1 year anniversary as Kohaku.
Yeah, and I wasn't the wolf girl until December of the same year, last year.
What were you then at the beginning?
I was going through phases, but originally I was going to be an alien android.
Okay.
And then I wanted to be some zombie cat girl, and then I wanted to be a mouse of some sort.
You wanted to be a mouse.
Because I feel like I relate to mice a lot. They're small, very shy and scatterbrained, and yeah. They're very relatable.
You're just like, yeah, that's perfect for me.
Yeah, I thought it would be relatable, but then I landed on Wolf Girl, and here I am.
Okay, then, so let me then ask, so with that, it leads perfectly into the next question that I have, and that is, what inspired who or what would you say were some of the inspirations behind your design? So why, and then also, like, you know, the previous ones, why did you want to go to those as well?
So I technically didn't come up with this design. I just bought it. It was a one-of-one model.
Okay.
And I spent a lot of money because of that. And I don't like to talk about that much, but we'll just talk about the model and what drew me to it. Originally, I just saw a picture of it. I didn't even know if it was going to be rigged or anything. I just took a chance because I'm like, oh, I like the look of this because it has the color blue. Blue is my favorite color, fun fact, I guess. No, a lot of people know that. It has roses. I really like roses. A lot of people that know me know that. And it's got a bit of plaid, and I like plaid, and there's like a heart crescent, and I like the shape of hearts, and it just all fell into place.
I also like the shape of hearts, the anatomical ones.
I can understand that. I like both, but basically this whole model had everything I wanted and more. So I was like, I better just take the plunge. I don't know what I'm going to get, but I'm going to buy it anyway. And I bought it, and it was rigged and everything. So I was like, okay, this is perfect. This is me. I'm Kohaku.
and it's this one then. This same exact model. You've not made changes or anything.
Nope. It's the same model.
Okay. Well, I like it. I think it's cute, and that everything. It sounds like it fits, and it's a perfect match for you. So I'm glad.
Yeah, I feel like it is very me because after a while, I started having a little bit of doubts, saying like, "Oh, I don't know if this suits me anymore. Does it suit my voice? Does it suit who I am as a person, and all this stuff?" And then I had a friend tell me, "No, it does suit you. It is you." And I can't think of you without this model. And I'm like, "Okay, I'll take it."
You know, just imagining you now as a zombie cat girl or a alien android. That was the other one, right? I still want to
be a zombie in some way. Yeah, alien android.
Well, I mean, I know a necromancer. I can just quickly pull out a knife and then, you know, hit them up.
I mean,
Turn you into a zombie real quick. I know a
I
guy.
want to be a zombie wolf girl. That'd be pretty cool for a Halloween thing.
I mean, I've not
Maybe
seen
one
it
day.
yet. I don't think I've seen a zombie wolf girl before.
I plan big.
Same. I plan too big for my wallet.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Like, even with a job now, I'm like, I can afford shit. Yay! Fucking 1 week later,
what?
shit, I'm broke again.
It'd be like that.
Fucking a whole month's salary, and the month ain't over yet, and I'm already missing half.
Oh no. Oh no. I understand though.
It's fine. It's fine. There were a lot of necessary expenses, such as a new mouse, filling up the car, my monster addiction, drinking like 2 cans a day.
Oh dear. A lot of people rely on caffeine. I'm starting to realize that more and more in this VTube circle. I'm like, oh no, are they okay?
I mean, I mostly just drink Monster because I enjoy the taste, and I do probably have a caffeine addiction that I'm
not aware of yet.
No, I think I'm pretty aware of it. Because
Okay,
when I'm at
never
work,
mind.
I'm drinking like 4 or 5 coffees easily, and then I get home, then I pop open a Monster can.
I've only had 1 sip of a Monster drink, and that was when I was in high school. And I'm like, well, it's not for me, but I can see the appeal.
Yeah, no, I've been addicted for years by now.
Well, more for you. I never really liked energy drinks. They always taste medicinal to me for some reason.
I can see it. Some of them do.
Yeah, I think I just haven't found the right one. You know?
Probably.
Yeah.
Can I recommend one? Monster
Sure,
Energy.
You need to be sponsored by them.
Dude, I've been wanting one. I've been wanting a Monster sponsorship for like the last 3 years, ever since I started. I've had this can on my desk for so long, and every single one of my streams, it's there. The can is there. Monster, just give it.
You're basically giving them free advertising.
I really am. I'm even pushing
Yeah,
my community
basically
to
you
drink
are.
Monster.
You are, and your guest, because you pushed it onto me.
Exactly.
Goodness.
But okay, so then let me ask you, so if you were to then design a new model for you, what do you think would be some inspirations behind it?
Oh man, I really like my model as is, but like, I don't know. I'd maybe want it to be a little bit cuter, but also have like a spooky edge to it, because I like the genres put together with spooky cute, and I really like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I would like something like that.
Spooky cute
I don't
is
know how that would look.
a good mix.
Yeah, I don't know how that would look, but I would try to figure it out, and I would want that. I'm not very descriptive.
Make it a very cute spider.
Cute spider?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
make
could work.
it a cute horned orb weaver. Have you ever
That
seen
would
a
be
horned
something.
orb weaver?
I don't think so.
Let me look it up. Demon. Oh wait, it's called a demon horned orb weaver. My bad.
Oh,
Demon horned orb weaver. This is what it looks like. It's fucking beautiful. I love it.
let me take a look-see.
And here it is. I'm sending you a photo in chat or in DMs. People, regular listeners, you've already seen it. I've posted them multiple times. Y'all know they're my favorite spider by now.
Ooh, that's really cool.
All right. Do you want to
How
know what
does
the
Move around. How
With
does it
its-
get around?
with its legs?
Yeah, but like it has like strange things.
Do you know what those
Extruding from
horns
it.
are or what they're for?
No, I do not. No, I don't.
They're anti-bird swallowing thingies.
Oh,
So a
that
bird
makes
won't be able to
sense.
swallow it with that. Because yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
a
can
bird sees
imagine
it and
that
it's
being
like, yeah, no, that's not going in my mouth.
yeah, it'd be a huge choking hazard.
Definitely. But see, it's also like small and kind of cute. And a bit spooky. I love it. It's spooky
I've
cute.
never seen anything like that. It's so cool.
I know, right?
Wow.
And that's why they're my favorite
saw
spider.
something
Thanks for coming to my show and tell.
Thank you for having me.
But okay, now let me ask you, so who would you say were some of your inspirations when you started out VTubing? When did you, like, we kind of got into this earlier, but not really. Did you ever fall down the VTuber rabbit hole? Like, I know you started out, you know, with Vroid just streaming normally, but when did you discover, oh shit, this is actually a big thing?
Yeah, I eventually did. I don't really remember how, but I discovered Iron Mouse and what she does, and I thought she was pretty cool, and that's how I discovered VTubing in general. And I think, like, I really got into the VTuber sphere around 2020, I want to say.
Okay.
And because that's when she started being represented by VShojo, I remember, and so that's how I knew her more, because she was a bigger name then.
Yeah.
So
because of the company backing she grew.
Yeah, and so she was more prevalent and out there, so it was easier to find her and see what she does and stuff. And so that's how I became aware that VTubers exist.
And now you'll be hard pressed to find a VTuber who doesn't know the name Iron Mouse.
Basically, yeah. It's pretty cool. I love how far she's come.
Oh,
I
definitely.
love her story and everything.
Yeah. And it's just great that it's VTubing as a content creation medium has allowed her to be where she is right now.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I think that's so amazing. I love that.
And okay. Then let me ask you, so who or what would you say inspire you now?
I would say to some extent still Iron Mouse, because I have a lot of conditions too. Not as extensive as hers, of course, but like I have a lot of physical and mental issues, I like to say. But I like to push myself, and I know my limits. I do. But I do like to push myself forward and like try to get myself out there and try to be more outgoing than I originally thought I was, because I'm very introverted and everything, and I'm very insecure about many things about my life. But I'm still trying to put myself out there and get myself, I don't know, just out there to meet people and become a better version of myself, you know?
Yeah.
And so she's been a really good inspiration for that, because it shows like, hey, there's people that are like me out there that may have insecurities and everything, but they still put themselves out there, and that's pretty cool.
Definitely. Well, okay. I like that. So then the next question is then, I guess, why did you start? Like, why did you want to start making content? What?
Originally, I was just trying to get through the backlog of video games I've been meaning to play, because I have a huge list on my computer about all the games I've been meaning to play or wanting to play. And I'm like, when am I going to get around to this? Because I keep adding them as I was going through college and stuff. And as soon as I graduated, I was like, okay, now I'm going to be a VTuber for realsies, because before I was still in school. And when it was like 2020, I was still in school and everything. And when I graduated, I was like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get through all these games and we'll see what happens. And if I make some friends along the way, that's cool too. So
it was more just like, you know what, I've got quite a backlog that I want to clear out, so I'm going to just do that.
Yeah, and if I meet some cool people, cool.
And that's a bonus.
Cool. We'll see what happens, basically.
I could dig that. I like that reasoning. It's very... What do you want? How do I want to... It's a very good reason. A reason that you don't see too often either.
Yeah, so when people like hang out, I tell them like, hey, just relax, and like if you want to talk, you're welcome to talk. If you don't want to, it's fine. I'm just here to get through my backlog while I make witty commentary every now and again. Because even before I started streaming, whenever I played video games, I would make like my own commentary. I would like interact with the characters like I was the main character. I was just like, okay, well, why did you say that or whatever?
Yeah.
And so it's just, I'm just literally playing a game like I normally would, just trying to project my voice a little bit more.
And speak your mind more often when it comes to the stuff. But I guess then that means you had a bit of an easier time when it came to actually streaming games, because I know initially for me I had to like train myself to be like, okay, I need to fucking commentate more on this shit that's going on in the game.
Yeah, I hear people do have that issue, and I try to give them the advice. It's like, well, what's going through your head when you're playing this game? Just verbalize
nothing, your head empty, no thoughts.
Okay, well, what? Then that's a problem and a half. Well, think of it this way. Maybe, how would you react to that character telling you specifically that, or something like that, and then say it out loud? I don't know.
I'd want to bitch slap him, but the game doesn't allow it.
There you go. You could say that. And it'd be funny.
It would be funny.
There you go. Commentary. That's how commentary is born.
Yep. But yeah, no, it's been something that I've had to work on, which I feel like I'm at a good spot right now. But you know, let's then let me ask you, so what's something that you had to work on since you've started that is no longer an issue as much anymore?
Oh, that's really good. When I first started back in 2017 or 18, I had problems talking, which is funny enough, because that's what some of the things you're supposed to do. And I was very, very, very shy then. Like, I wouldn't even really talk in people's chat boxes at the time. I was that scared because my anxieties were that bad. But eventually I had to take a speech class for my diploma and all that stuff, and that really took me out of my shell, because we had to do a speech every single day, and that was a lot. But it really helped me be able to talk more. Like, I can talk without like something holding me back or holding against me and everything. And that was originally my problem, where it was hard for me to talk, and I would be like super quiet. If you think I'm quiet now, I was super quiet then, and I didn't even have the best microphone either. So it was just like, oh, this is just the worst combination ever. But somehow people are watching me because they like this game I'm playing. Oh, they actually like me? That's weird. So there you go.
I've had that. Like, you know, I'm playing Yakuza, and then it's like, oh, hey, people coming in, they're giving me tips on Yakuza and shit, or they're like, hey, I love Yakuza and da 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 da. And then next game, or then I swap over to playing, let's say, fucking Fall Guys, and then they show up, and I'm like, hey,
yeah, they like you, not the game. It's cool.
Wild.
I've never played Yakuza, but it's been recommended to me. I need to play it
I
one day.
highly recommend it to you. Highly.
The person that recommended it to me said it's my sense of humor. I'm like, okay, that's enough for me that I need to play this.
What is your sense of humor? Give me a
like kind of random, out there kind of humor, and it has a point, but you need to like peel back the layers, I guess.
Yeah, that sounds like Yakuza.
Yeah,
I can vouch. So in that case, yes, good friend, good recommendation from your friend.
Yeah, I haven't talked to them in a while. I need to message them.
Message them once you start playing Yakuza. Be like, hey, I've started.
Did it.
I've done the thing.
Like, what?
I've done the thing. Just that.
Basically, yeah.
I've done the thing, and then stream link.
I mean, they occasionally watch my streams. I don't hold it against them because they could be busy, and they're a streamer too. So
yeah, that's the thing I've learned ever since becoming a VTuber. It's like you don't get the time to really watch that many streams anymore. Yet half of everybody who's subscribed to me, I guess, are probably like other VTubers and shit. And same on Twitter.
I watch it a lot more. I watch so many people.
I try
Like, I'll have it in
to
the
watch my
background.
friends at least, when I get the chance. But otherwise, time zones are an issue most of the time.
Yeah, that's usually a problem when I do like collabs with people.
Yeah.
And as you saw my friend there in chat, a different friend, but this is my friend, we know each other in person. So it's easy for us to just start a collab like really easily. But sometimes he can get really busy. And so I have to work around his schedule usually.
Yeah. Schedules, time zones, all of that. Fun times. Very fun. But okay, so then you say that you no longer have those issues with speaking, filling the air, filling the air, I guess.
Sometimes I still do, but like
Not as much.
it happens.
I mean, yeah. I feel like that
Yeah,
happens to
but-
everyone.
Yeah, and I don't like hold it against myself nor others. I know how difficult it is because I'm behind the mic sometimes. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm not used to being like the focus of attention because I usually don't like being the focus of attention, which is ironic because I accepted your invite. But here we are.
Well, yeah, you can't get out now. We've already started.
Yeah,
And we've got to hit at least 1 hour of runtime. After
Like
that,
I said, I'm trying to go.
after that, you're good to go.
Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to go out of my comfort zone a little bit more because I'm trying to do things I wouldn't originally do, and I'm like, you know what? I wouldn't have done this before. Let's do it, and that's when I accepted your invite and all that.
Let's go.
There you go. Yeah.
And now we're here. And you're at gunpoint
Yeah,
for the
full
next
circle.
30, 20, 27 minutes, 23 minutes.
Yeah, I'm blinking because I'm safe.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm safe. Perfectly safe. Safe.
Anytime I think of like guns in the studio, I'm like, I get that one lyric from 21 Pilots is heathens in my head where it's like, it's just because we check for guns at the door doesn't mean our brains will change from hand grenades.
Oh my god. What a lie.
I love it. So I'm like, we might not have guns, but maybe we have a nade or two.
Yeah. Oh god. In game, YouTube, in game.
In game, yeah. It definitely in game.
Mm. Sure.
You know, let me actually then ask. So the next question that I have for you. So that the speaking is, as you said, not as much of an issue anymore. It still crops up every now and then, but that's understandable. What would you say is a major thing that you're still struggling with? Like for me, example, it's making shorts. I can't get in the mindset of making shorts as much and like just getting to edit them. Like what's something that you feel is holding you back?
For me, it'd be consistency. Because usually I make schedules for myself, and that holds me, like, if I make a physical schedule, I feel like that holds me accountable. And as soon as I post it, I feel like people are looking forward to or holding it to me that I will stream or whatever, even though no one really does. But it gives me the illusion that people would.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I have to stream this day because I put it specifically on my schedule that I would or whatever. So as long as I make a schedule, then I feel like I can stream and everything. But then there's like issues I have with my health, regardless of physical or mental, because they're one and the same sometimes. And so, yeah, consistency is definitely my problem just because of something holding me back, whether it be one of those two. But that's something I still need to work on because I didn't stream all day until yesterday just because I didn't have a schedule. So there's that.
And now you're here. Was this was
Yeah,
this on your
here I am.
schedule?
I didn't have a schedule, so mentally it was, physically it was not.
So you could have dropped out on me in the last 30 minutes.
I could have, but that would have been rude, so I did not.
And I would have banned you from going on the show.
No. But usually, like when I'm doing something with someone, I feel like I have to do it because I'm gonna be letting
You
that
feel the
person
obligation.
down and their audience. Yeah, basically. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it regardless if I don't have this schedule thingy-majiggy. So there you go.
Okay. Yeah, no, I feel that way as well. If I tell someone, yeah, I'm down, I'll be able to do this thing, then I'm like, yeah, that's an obligation.
Yeah.
Unless something's changed and I really can't make it, but
Yeah, for
most
sure.
of the time,
if
in that
something
case,
actually, if something actually comes up where it's like beyond my control, like I have a doctor's appointment, I'm like, oh god, I gotta do this. I'm sorry. And usually I have good enough friends where they'll be understanding, but like I still apologize and all that stuff. So
yeah. But I mean, I feel like those things are understandable.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, then next question that I have is, what would you say are some of your goals with VTubing and content creation? Where do you want to take this?
I don't really have any goals. I'm just flying by the seat of my pants at this point. I'm just like, well, we'll see where this goes. I don't have a goal, but I guess like it's not a huge goal, but I'd like to make more friends. That'd be pretty cool. Like get to know people more. The people that I do know, I want to get to know more. I want to hang out with my circle more. I want to do more things like that.
Start a talk show. You'll get to know many people.
I don't think I could, but one of my friends is thinking about making one, and that'd be pretty cool.
Ooh.
Yeah.
If they need advice, you know a guy.
I'll send them your way.
Honestly, I've seen so many people start talk shows ever since I've started. I mean, granted, it's been 90 weeks since I've started, which is almost 2 years by now. But it's like I've seen so many people start a talk show and then they do like one episode, and then they just completely fallen off. Or I see people wanting to start a talk show and then nothing happens.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I don't know. I take it with a grain of salt if I hear somebody wants to start a talk show.
Makes sense. I don't think I could, but more power to other people. I'd like to be a guest, and here we are.
Be mine.
I always said that, though, because I was just like, if I were to ever be in a podcast, I'd rather be a guest than be the host and all that stuff, because I cannot carry that on my shoulders right now. I have tiny shoulders. So
very tiny. I can see they're quite thin when compared to mine.
Yeah. It is what it is. But we learned to accept that. But yeah, I would always want to be a guest rather than a whole thing about it, because I can't. I cannot.
You know, that leads perfectly into segue of mine. So, hey, if you wish to be a guest on the show, specifically season 2 of FNV, go to fnv.crd.co, where you can find a Google Forms link that you can fill out, and then you can apply to be a guest on season 2. Otherwise, you can also find all of my links there and all of the show's links, because the show is currently available on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, and Anchor FM as an audio-only show. And
you know you want it.
Yeah, you can find all of my stuff there, but you can also find my wonderful guest xoKohaku's links and everything everywhere on screen, in chat, in the show notes, in the description. It's everywhere. Just go check her out if you haven't already, because the show cannot go on without my guests. So yeah, because I mean, if I didn't have you except on Wednesday, I would be sat here being like, still don't have anybody.
Well, I'm glad that I could be a part of it. Thank you again for inviting me.
No. It's my honor. It's my pleasure. But shall we go on to the next question?
Sure.
What is your biggest weakness in VTubing? What about VTubers make you weak? What's your kryptonite?
I feel like that's a three-sided question.
A three-sided question?
Yeah, like what my weakness is and what VTubers make me weak. Anyway. I
mean, you can answer them both.
I don't know if I should. my weakness when it comes to VTubing, my own health, really, because it puts me in a lot of tricky situations because I
You
can't
are
do
the
much.
kryptonite.
I'm my own kryptonite.
You are the
Unfortunately.
kryptonite.
I am, because I get stuck in my head a lot, and my physical health also is just like, well, heck you, and all that.
Yeah.
Because I've never had COVID, but that was really scary for a moment that I would get sick from that, because I'm not immunocompromised, but my immune system is not the greatest, and I get sick really, really easily, unfortunately. And so I'll just randomly get like really bad allergies to the point that I'll have like a migraine for like a week, because that has been my longest migraine before. It's like a whole week straight. And if I just have a regular headache, they last 3 days. And so I can't do anything when I have those. So that holds me back. And I guess that's my weakness, is myself.
That's fucking horrible. Yeah. I can't imagine a week-long migraine. Oh my.
Yeah,
poor
it was
soul.
pretty bad.
Damn.
Yeah, and I have a cat, so she's just like walking all over me while I'm having this migraine. I'm just like, why? Why are you doing this to me? I feed you, I love you, and this is how you repay me by walking on me.
She senses your suffering and wishes to worsen it.
Basically, and
Bruh.
she does the same thing when I'm like talking on the phone. I'm surprised she's not here right now. She's just sleeping on the carpet right now. But whenever she hears my voice, she's like, hey, that's a sign that you need me here, right? Okay, you're gonna stream? I'm gonna lay right on your lap. Have fun.
You're not gonna do shit.
So right when I hit like my starting soon screen and then I say hello to everyone, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna start playing this game. Oh, never mind. I'll be right back. I gotta go feed my cat, and then I'll play the game. So then, yeah, that's just a routine at this point. But yeah, my weakness, myself. My kryptonite, myself.
Okay. And then we've been running through these questions a bit, quite a bit. So let me slow it down a bit and ask the next question, and then hopefully we can keep going on this one for a bit. So what would you say is your preferred type of content to make?
I don't know. Like, I like talking to people and getting to know people, so I like just that type of content. Because I studied a lot of like psychology and sociology, and I don't like to diagnose people. Obviously, that's really bad. You're not allowed to do that. But I like to get to know people and just hearing how they think and how they go about their days. I think that's really fascinating. But specifically, like content, I don't know if I can make content. I don't think I can. Talk show. Anyway. But I'm not really much of an artist when it comes.
Gonna be the next Dr. K.
No.
Psychiatrist.
That would be something, though.
Psychiatrist VTuber.
That would be something, though. But I don't think I could do that. That'd be something. But I'm not an artist. I can't draw, really. I can't really do much. But I like to do editing. I do a lot of video editing, and I do that on the side as some sort of like income that gets in. But that doesn't pay really much. But it is what it is.
How much do you charge?
$20 an hour.
How long does it take you to do shorts?
Very, very little.
How many shorts can you pump out in an hour?
I don't know. I've never really made a short.
Because I know it took me literally an hour to edit 26 seconds the other day.
Oh.
Of a short, because I like doing my subtitles in a very specific manner.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, it took long. Also, the ADHD didn't help.
Oh, I can imagine. I hear that's a hindrance for people. So I get it to an extent.
It's fine. I've gotten used to it. I know how to manage it by now. I've been off my meds for years.
Oh, that's good that you're learning to manage it, though.
I mean,
because I
say manage it. Mm-hmm. There's air quotes there.
Yeah, I get it. Because I was misdiagnosed with ADHD when I was in elementary school. And it turned out to be social anxiety. So it's like, whoops,
that is
two different things.
That is a very big difference between those two.
There is, but they only thought that because I couldn't concentrate in school, and they're like, oh, it must be ADHD because your attention's elsewhere. And it's like, no, she's just afraid of everything. That's why she can't concentrate. So there you go.
No, she's not being, her attention isn't just missing, she's just scared.
Exactly. Like, people think I'm so intimidating. They're like, oh, Kohaku, she's so scary. I don't know how to approach her, even though I want to talk to her, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I'm probably afraid of you, so just talk to me. It's okay. Even though my social
lie that people
doesn't exist anymore.
That lie that people tell about, like, spiders or something, is like, they're more afraid of you than you are of them.
That's me. I am a spider.
Of you, you're a spider.
Yeah. My heart and soul is spider.
See, even more reason you should turn into a spider.
I mean, I always said that I related to a mouse. You're right. I might be just a spider. Spooky,
cute, deathly afraid of you.
My friend Citrine wouldn't be happy about that because he hates spiders. So I don't think we would hang out anymore. But hey, you never know.
Friendship ended because it turned into a spider.
It would probably happen, to be honest. Yeah.
No, wouldn't support you in your wanting to be a spider. Right,
not really. We're best friends, so it's fine. He's my best friend. I'm his best friend. It's fine. He would still care about me if I was a spider, right?
Right.
He's watching right now.
Right. He says he'll squish you.
Aw. What? That's me. He's only saying that because he's taller than me.
Then you can turn into a zombie spider and haunt his dreams.
Ooh.
Even better.
I don't think I would be able to haunt his dreams. I would feel too bad. But the thought is there. It's planted.
There. It's there. He's not gonna get that out of his mind now. The zombie spider haunting his dreams.
Kohaku zombie spider. That's the worst combination. All three of them.
Kohaku, the zombie spider, is haunting your dreams.
What a goal. That's my goal.
That's your goal as a VTuber now.
Yeah, thank you. I realized my goal.
And that's what we do on the show.
I already haunt him enough. I don't need to haunt his dreams.
You haunt him in daily life already.
Yeah. Like I said, we know each other IRL, so...
Let him have at least the tiniest bit of peace in his sleep.
I need to at this point. I'm a good friend. I promise.
Who needs enemies?
When you have me as your friend. God.
What are your aspirations to haunt my friends' dreams? That's what.
Yep.
What keeps you going and keeps you motivated for making content haunting my friends' dreams? What's the biggest hurdle you've had to overcome as a VTuber? Not haunting my friends' dreams.
Getting in those dreams. It's very difficult. One day. I believe. I have the perseverance.
Definitely. Nah. Easy claps. You'll get it before the end of the year. Easy, I believe.
Yeah. That's the spirit.
It's already been longer than 9 months. You're already in his head.
There's still time. There's time. There's still time.
You're living in there rent-free in a cobweb.
Just in the corner.
With some rotten flesh just falling from the bottom because, zombie.
Yeah, you get it.
Where have we taken this conversation?
This always happens. That's another thing in my streams. Like, we'll go on some kind of tangent, and then I'll take it into a totally different direction. I'm like, where are we?
Oh yeah, no, that's a common thing with the show too, and I love it. Because tangents, you know why I love tangents? They give runtime.
That's true. You've got a point.
They extend the length of the show, and sometimes I need it because sometimes we go through the questions too fast, and I'm like, oh shit.
I mean, whatever works, it works. You know?
Yeah. But, you know, I mentioned this question just now, but let me actually ask this question for real. What keeps you going and keeps you motivated for making content? What keeps you fighting burnout?
That's a good question too, because I don't know if I've necessarily had burnout, but I did have like a moment where I'm like, does anybody really care what I do? And all this stuff, and just getting in my head. Like, I have moments to myself where I get stuck in my own head, where I just like get really, really sad and depressed, and it sucks because I feel trapped in my own thoughts a lot, and I feel like I can't really talk to anybody about them because I feel like I would bother people if I did. And so it's just a cycle. And then eventually I just have to snap myself out of it because I'm the only me I have, and I just have to push myself. So I'm just my own worst enemy when it comes to anything. And I'm kind of just pushing my own self, basically.
Imagine you weren't the only you had.
Yeah, I have a double.
What?
Spoilers.
You'd what? Spoilers?
Spoilers.
I want to know.
Coming soon.
Damn it. I don't want to wait. I want to now. Give me that instant gratification.
You'll see if you keep watching my streams. We have some
shit.
stuff in the works.
Oh shit! So we no FNV special leak today?
No, not today.
Damn it.
But just know there's a lot of things coming.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
How does that relate to cloning yourself?
You'll see.
And now I've just got more questions.
Yep, and you'll get answers eventually.
Bruh. She's using my show to get me to watch her stream, bruh.
You gotta.
I mean, no, that's how it works. No, if you guys have enjoyed this episode so far, once again, do go check her out for these future cloning possibilities. Or
yeah.
Something along those lines. I don't know. I'm a bit confused, but hype. Let's go.
That's the spirit. Confusion, we like that. We like that.
It's a little confused, but he's got the spirit.
Yeah. Confusion leads to understanding. Eventually.
Eventually, with enough effort.
Yeah. I like to think so, at least.
I don't like to think.
Well, that's unfortunate. I do make people think a lot and question their existence a lot.
I mean, you've not had me question my existence. You've had me question your existence doubly.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's my personality. Like, my friend Citrine the other day, he was telling me I'm the weirdest person he knows, and I'm like, I'll take that as a compliment at this point. I might have taken it like, I'm like, why am I the weirdest person you know? Because he wasn't giving me an answer. I'm like, after a while, I was like, you know what? I'll take it.
I'll just take it.
I like being the weirdest person you know, because that means I'm memorable.
Fair enough. I mean, that's valid.
Yeah.
If you can live rent free.
Yeah.
Why would you want
a zombie spider? It's great.
I feel like that conversation might have gotten me added to the weird person list as well.
It's very possible. I have a feeling I'm gonna get like a message from him. He's like, zombie spider, huh? I'm like, shut up.
You need to get that commissioned. There's an art piece of you as a zombie spider. And you know what? You're being a wolf. You can be a wolf spider.
Yeah.
Have it be a zombie wolf spider.
That'd be great. I would love that.
I've actually forgotten what a wolf spider looked like. Ah, that's what they look like. Yeah, that's the thing of an arachnophobe. That's the thing of an arachnophobe's fucking nightmares. Definitely. I'll send you an image in DMs. In our DMs, there's just now two new spiders just sitting there. They're just there, just vibing.
In our conversation.
They're gonna.
I just saw the chat.
We're gonna wait. Hold up. Let me put in some cobwebs there so that they can feel homey. Web. Where's the emote? Web there. Let me just copy paste that a couple times. There we go. Now that
I love it.
now they've got a home.
It's done. It's there. It lives.
Yep. They've got cobwebs or we've got cobwebs in our DMs now.
That's great.
This shit's never been cleaned out before. We've got two different spiders. One's a tropical spider, and the other one's a fucking sub-Saharan.
Might as well. Maybe they can be friends.
Maybe. Actually, wait, don't wolf spiders eat other spiders? Wait, I think that's a thing.
Friendship.
Are wolf spiders cannibals? I think they are. Cannibalism is a common phenomenon among young wolf spiders.
Young wolf spiders?
So as long
That's
as
just
it's
how
a
they
boomer
say
wolf
well.
spider, then it's good.
I guess so. That's what it's implying.
Make sure his
God.
ear too old enough or older than the other.
And then you're good.
And you're
Then they can hang out.
good. Yeah. They won't eat
Spiders
each
are
other.
so fascinating.
They really fucking are. I love them. They're
Yeah.
amazing. Amazing eight-legged, furry looking fucking. Well, not all of them have fur, but you know what? You know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Some spiders be deadly enough so they have necrotic poison.
I had a spider right above my ceiling, like right above my desk, while I was in my last semester of college, and I'm always like, "This is my spider friend. They're getting me through the school semester and everything." And then they were gone by the end of the semester. I was like, "Well, they knew their place, I guess."
Like,
Because I couldn't reach
the
it,
spider's
so-
just fucking Nanny McPhee.
Yeah.
She comes
I
when
couldn't
she's
reach
needed
it,
and
so-
disappeared when she's no longer needed.
Yeah, I couldn't reach it, so I just let it live there, so it was fine.
You're like, that is your corner of the room now. Enjoy.
Yeah, that belongs to you.
Yeah.
Spider roommate.
I've seen somebody say that, like, you know, when there's a spider in Australia, if it's in your room, and that's not your room anymore, that's a spider's room. And if it's big enough, then it's no longer your house; it's the spider's house now.
That sounds about right from the size of spiders I've seen there. Like, well, I guess it's taking out the mortgage.
Well, I guess this property's value just dropped.
I wonder if that does happen in Australia. That'd be interesting.
Because there are enough spiders visiting.
Yeah, and the marketplace just drops because they're like, well, this neighborhood is infested by these spiders, so
It's like when a house is haunted, except it's not haunted. It's just occupied by spiders.
yeah. More spiders, the less value the house has.
Honestly, having a spider infestation in your house arguably worse than being haunted in the house, or than having the house
Yeah.
be haunted.
I guess.
Depends by what.
Well, I don't necessarily believe in ghosts and everything, but I like the idea of ghosts and haunting and everything because it makes things interesting. So I would prefer a haunted house
It
because
keeps
at least you get like the cool aesthetic to it.
and who knows? Maybe, you know, if they're active enough, they'll keep life interesting. You know, you're just
Yeah,
sleeping
and
in your
You can
bed
have both.
at 3 a.m. Then
You can
you
have
just
both.
hear fucking stuff crashing in the kitchen.
Mhm.
Oh, no, don't worry. It's just the ghost throwing the knives around.
I mean, might as
Fucking
well.
pulling all
Ghost
of the
roommate.
plates out of the cupboards. Ghost roommate, let's go.
Yeah.
You've already got a
I just
spider
think of them as
roommate.
new roommates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you just
It's
need a
cool.
ghost roommate as well.
hmm
But they don't
Yeah.
pay rent. That's something you got to work on. You gotta get some rent out of them. Those
Yeah.
those plates ain't gonna fix themselves.
Their ghost currency.
They're just gonna pay you in ectoplasm.
That'd be great.
Just
They make
every
good
time. Hmm?
They make good guard dogs.
I'm sure.
You get all
I'm
the
sure.
unwanted people.
If somebody breaks in and a knife just flies at their head from fucking across the room and there's no one there.
Yeah. It works out. It works out extremely well.
Imagine that's actually how it worked. Like if you had a ghost haunting your house. It's like it
Yeah,
does
that's
nothing
basically
it does
why-
nothing to you. But if there's an intruder and the ghost knows it's an intruder, they will fucking throw stuff at them. Imagine.
That is basically why ghosts haunt, because you are intruding on their space. You came uninvited to their place.
Yeah, but
and
I mean like
to haunt, and maybe you're the haunter.
But imagine they don't mind you at all. And then, you know, they live quote unquote, live peacefully with you. And then if somebody else comes in who's not invited, then it's like, hey, get out.
Yeah, and maybe that's how they say hello too. You never know, because we're not ghosts. We don't know their language.
Maybe one day I'll die and then I'll find out. I'll let you know.
Yeah,
I'll let you know how that
out.
goes. Just make sure you point 2 mirrors towards each other, then I can find you.
That's good.
Wild. We've gone down so many tangents. I didn't even know how we connected these things.
You're welcome.
But you know, let me then ask. So still in the line of stuff we do as content creators, what's a thing that you want to do in the future that you've not gotten to do yet?
I want to make some kind of big event, but I don't know what kind of event to make. So I would want to do that. I've had movie nights in my server, so that comes close to some kind of event, but I don't know. Citrine and I do have some kind of event in the works that is happening in September, but I don't know if that counts. But that is as close as I'll get, so I'm looking forward to that. So I'm hoping to make that come into fruition.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then do you stream games, right? I checked your Twitch earlier and I saw you were playing Resident Evil last time.
Yeah.
When you were streaming. So
I
I
played
take
that
it
last night.
So I take it you enjoy horror games.
I do.
What's your favorite?
My favorite horror game?
Yeah.
I would say Eternal Darkness or Rule of Rose. Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem.
I've never heard of either of them.
Not a lot of people have, unfortunately, but it's okay. It gets people interested.
Give me a
They're pretty cool
synopsis.
games. Eternal Darkness is about a girl named Alex. She finds a book when her grandfather passes away, and it's called The Eternal Darkness, and she has to figure out all the history behind it because it causes a lot of issues. And there's this sanity effect in the game that messes with actually your gameplay, which is pretty cool. And I thought it was cool at the time because this was before we had like flat screens and everything, so it would look like your game was turning off and it would go back to the start menu, and sometimes it would look like it was turning down the volume, and it was really cool at the time. But that's kind of an effect it has. And
An effect that's not aged too well.
No, it has not, but it's still cool to look at.
Yeah.
When it happens, because it's like it just comes out of the blue if your sanity's low enough in game. So, and for Rule of Rose, that game's complicated to explain. It's just one of those games you just have to experience yourself. But basically, it's about a girl named Jennifer, and she kind of has to retread her childhood and get through it because she hasn't accepted the trauma she's been through.
Okay.
There you go.
And then, the random question: have you ever played DBD?
Dead by Daylight?
Yeah.
I played a little bit of it.
What
Not
did you
a-
play?
not
Killer
to
or
go,
Survivor?
Survivor.
Okay. Who would
Yeah.
you say is your favorite killer in DBD, if you remember any?
I don't remember any. To be honest, it's been a while since I played them. But it wasn't for me. The game wasn't for me. But I can see
Okay,
the appeal.
yeah.
I was just talking about this the other day, actually.
Oh. What was
Yeah.
the topic?
We were talking about the game Texas Chainsaw Massacre that's coming out
Oh,
soon.
yeah.
And I noticed that it looked a lot like Dead by Daylight. And
Yeah, it's also an asymmetric.
About it, I was just like, that's a lot like Dead by Daylight. Oh well.
I mean, considering that a lot of people who are playing Dead by Daylight will be playing TCM as well, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's because it's an asymmetric horror survival PvP type thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But okay, then yeah.
I was just gonna say I never really fully got into those games, but I can see the appeal. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. And then I think one of the last questions that I have for you: what do you do when you're not streaming? What do you do in your off time? Yeah.
I usually play video games that I'm not playing on stream. Watch anime, read manga. Mostly read manga because I like reading.
Give me a recommendation.
Read normal books. Oh, what genres do you like?
I'm generally not too picky, but most of the time, currently I'm reading a lot of isekais, a couple of rom-coms, and just standard adventure.
There's an anime to one of my favorite light novels. It's also a manga, but the anime is coming out in October called I'm in Love with the Villainess, and that's an isekai. Maybe you could get into.
I think I already have him on my list. Possibly.
Well, there you go. And it's really cute. I love it.
But you say it is it manga first, or which one's the source material, manga or light novel?
The light novel's the source material, and then it became a manga, and so the anime is coming out in October. So I'm really excited.
Is there
getting promoted?
There was.
It was getting promoted at this convention I went to in July, and I was just like so excited about it. They showed like the first episode, I think, there, but I didn't get to see it. But it's still really cool. I want to see it.
Is there another anime that you're looking forward to that's coming out soon, or maybe is currently airing?
I'm currently not watching anything current because I have a problem where I like to watch series from like the 90s and early 2000s. Okay. But I try to branch out more into like more current things. It's very difficult for me too. It's like pulling teeth. But like if I'm watching it with somebody, I will more than likely watch the thing. Like most recently, I just recently watched and started and finished eventually Steins Gate, and that was really enjoyable.
I also really recently finished that one. Started and finished it. It's good.
So funny enough, my friend here, Citrine, that's in the chat, lurking, and we cosplayed from it at Anime Expo. We were Okabe and Kirisu.
Oh shit!
And that was really fun. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
really
post?
Fun.
Did you post any of that, or because I don't want to see it? Okay, no, you didn't. Okay.
No, I don't like posting myself online. Like,
fair enough. Yeah, no, I understand that. It's just being cosplay. Being cosplay, I can understand some people posting that, but maybe not, normal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Selfies or stuff like that.
Like kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't do that. But I did take pictures of him doing weird poses and stuff because he was really into character a bit. But it was endearing in a way. But that's all I have, but I'm not posting those because that's his mad scientist.
It's so cool. Bats.
I love that part. It's my favorite. I thought it was so silly. I love Okabe. He's my favorite. He's my favorite, so it's fine.
He's amazing.
And then I like Kirisu, and then I like Mayuri a lot. Mayuri's so cute.
Actually, initially, I've known of Tuturu as just like a soundbite for ages, and I never knew that she was from Steins Gate until I watched it.
It was from. I was just like, I need to get around to watching this at some point, and I
just knew. The only thing I knew about Steins Gate when I got into it was I am mad scientist. It's so cool, you son of a bitch, and that it has to do with like time travel or some shit like that. That's all I knew when I went into it.
Too.
And then the first time I heard Mayuri go, I was like, oh shit! That's where that comes from.
It's awakening a core memory.
For real. Because like I've heard that soundbite so many times in like YouTube videos or anything like that, and I've seen the character, I just never knew she was from Steins Gate.
I was meaning to watch it like since like 2011 or 12 or whatever, and I was like, I'll get around to it eventually. 10 years later.
10 years. I only started watching anime in 2019. Which was my final year of high school.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've been watching anime since like 2002, so.
Jesus, that's 1 year after my fucking birth.
I don't know how to feel about that.
You've almost been watching anime for longer than I've been alive.
That's crazy. Crazy? That was crazy once. God.
Yeah, age, man. Time's weird.
That's why I'm 301 years old. I'm very old.
Damn. Boomer.
Yeah. Yeah. I am. I get told that a lot. I know what I am about.
You're like, yeah, I'll own my age.
Yeah. People question me, but it's fine. And I question them, so it's fine.
It's fine. As long as people get answers, it's fine.
Yeah, eventually we don't, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't have the answers to everything, and that's okay.
Yeah. And sometimes you just time travel, and other times you just haunt your friends' rooms as a zombie spider.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah.
It's a double-edged sword, but you get it.
The only double-edged sword is fucking me biting you when you're trying to squish me. As a spider. As a spider, that is.
Oh no.
But, okay, then, the next question that I have for you, and this is the last question that I actually have for you. What would you say is the happiest moment and or the greatest achievement you've had since you've started VTubing?
Definitely putting myself out there more, because like I said, I met Citrine through this whole thing. I didn't even really go into that. We know each other IRL, but we met each other technically online because he DM'd me on Twitter, and then we eventually met each other in person. And I feel like me taking that plunge of meeting him in person was like a stepping stone to me going out of my comfort zone a lot. What originally I thought was my comfort zone, I think. And so I think that was the happiest moment where I was like, I'm going to just take this chance and hope for the best, you know? And ever since then, I've been trying to make steps and strides to do that. And every time I do something like that, that's pretty much the happiest moment where I'm just like, wow, I would have never done this XYZ years ago. And so I'm really happy where I'm really happy where I've come. And yeah, these are happy moments. Every moment is a happy moment wherever I feel like I push myself a little bit more.
Hell yeah. I've never heard that answer before. And I love it. That's a good answer. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
And then as for greatest achievement, what would you say would that be?
Getting my question asked during one of Iron Mouse's talk shows.
What was the question? And who was the guest?
The guest was Emirichu.
Okay.
And I asked if, since Emirichu, Emily, she's an artist, would she ever do VTuber commissions in her art style?
Okay.
And she answered it saying like she doesn't have the confidence to do that because she feels like she would mess up in some regard. And I was just thinking to myself, that's fair. But wow, my question was answered. That's amazing. I love this because I love Emily. She's one of my favorite content creators. So it works out.
I've actually not really seen that much of her art though.
It's really cute. Like
this is if I'm thinking of the right person. Because sometimes I confuse names and I'm not entirely sure. Let me just Emirichu. Let me just confirm that this is the person I'm thinking of.
She's Didus's girlfriend, if you know about Didus.
I think I'm thinking of someone else.
There's another person that goes by a similar name, Emery, I think.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, they're very similar
Emiru.
names, but one has a shoe.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking of Emiru, the one who does like DDR and stuff.
Yeah, I understand. A lot of people get them mixed up, so it's all good.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of.
I don't blame you.
But hey, that's the end of my questions that I have for you. Shall we move into chat's Q&A?
Oh boy.
So, hey, chat, if you have any questions, there's a little blue box at the top of chat where you can click and ask your questions for good old Kohaku here that I'll ask at my discretion. But feel free to ask any question there, and then I'll ask them in a bit. But before I do that, if you're not wanting to ask a question, right, you can take this time to go check out FNV.crd.co, which is the homepage for everything to do with the show. You can find all of my links there, including the audio-only platforms, because the show is currently available on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Anchor FM, and iTunes. And otherwise, if you are a fellow VTuber and you wish to be on the show for Season 2, then feel free to fill out that Google Forms link where you can apply. And otherwise...
You want to.
Yeah, exactly. You see, you heard it from her. You know you want to.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Just do it. Insert the fucking Shia LaBeouf right here.
Just do it.
But otherwise, go check out Kohaku over here, because she's cool and she's the guest tonight. So fucking go click her links. Go do it. It's there. It's in chat, description, show notes, on screen. It's everywhere. Go do it.
I just exist. I just exist the best I can. That's what I say a lot. And yeah, I'm here. I exist.
And then let's get into the first question, shall we? So the first question is from Thea, number 7, asking, do you like horror movies? And if yes, which is your favorite horror movie? So first off, do you? I do. Okay.
But there's a lot of horror movies that I couldn't get into because I'm like, oh, this is so campy or whatever. But there's 2 horror movies I really like. I like The Descent. That's a really good movie.
I've not heard of that one.
And I really like the movie Pet.
Pet.
Those are 2 of my favorites.
I've never heard of either of them.
Well, I'm promoting them here. Please watch them.
I'll
They're
check them
very
out
good.
at some point. It's The Descent and Pet. I'll check them out. And then do you watch slashers?
Not really. It's hard for me to get into because again, too much campiness. But if it's like
what's
so
campy?
over the top, I'll have a good time.
What is campy?
Means like it's like hard. Like it's just like too over the top. Like it's too fake to get into. That's not what campy really is, but that's my definition of campy. It's like
that's how you use it.
Yeah, I mean it's like over the top, and it's just yeah. Okay. I don't have hipster taste. It's right.
It's always very interesting hipster taste.
Look, if I were a hipster, I wouldn't want people to get into the things I like. I think that's what a hipster is. But I want people to get into what I like.
No,
so
you'd want people.
No,
you'd want people to get into it. You just wouldn't want it to go mainstream.
No, I want
Once it becomes
too,
mainstream,
so, like,
then you're like, okay, no, this is no longer cool.
No, I'm not like that either. I would like people to get into whatever I like because then we can talk about the thing. It'd be really fun to have because a lot of the things I like are like open to interpretation of what things actually mean and stuff. So I like hearing other people's perspectives, and it's like, ooh, maybe it's this with this, and I like just hearing about that.
Fair enough. If I could recommend a slasher for you, it's the Scream series.
Ooh, I hear those are really good.
Yeah, I love them. They're my favorite. They're my favorite slashers, and even though I used to be like, okay, yeah, no, I don't get it when it comes to like, you know, the follow-ups with all of the many different Screams and how people can say, yeah, no, this one's better than this one. The first one's the best. I'll say it. I'll say it right now. The first one is the best.
Yeah. It
Because that
usually is
sets,
like that.
yeah. And I mean, they have been going a bit overboard with just how many. The last two, the most recent two ones have been good, in my opinion. I've enjoyed them.
I haven't seen any of them, so I'll give it a shot.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, I also like Final Destination. I like those movies.
Final Destination's a space one, right?
No.
No? Then
I don't know. It's like the inevitability about death and stuff, so...
Oh. I think I might have confused it, Final Destination, with something else. Not
It's okay.
Alien.
It happens.
But something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
I really need to watch Alien, though. Especially now with Alien being the latest chapter in DVD.
I hear Alien's pretty good. I think it was put in my... So, like I mentioned, we have movie nights in my server, and I think somebody put Alien as one of the suggestions we do in our movie night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Citrain.
Star Wars,
He knows
maybe?
I haven't seen Star Wars.
You haven't seen Star Wars? Like, not at all?
No.
Nothing?
I've seen 2 movies. I forget which one it was, but I think a kid was in it.
Probably one of the prequels, then.
Yeah,
Probably the first
and the other
one.
and the other one I saw was the Christmas special. so
Special.
I think I need to see more than that.
The Christmas special? Bro.
Yeah, I only heard about the Christmas special because I really like Carrie Fisher. She's one of my favorite people in this earth. And she's not in this earth anymore. Rest her soul. But I heard that she had the only physical copy of the movie, and she would show it to house guests that she wanted to leave.
Oof.
So, like, it must be a really good movie then.
I've never even heard of it, so it's gotta be.
Yeah, I only saw it on YouTube. Because somebody recorded it off their like TV when it aired or something.
Bro. Fucking wants to show it to house guests when she wants them to leave. That's brutal.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Like, they're here way too long. I got them to get them out of here. I gotta show them the Christmas special. And apparently she was like high on so many drugs when filming it, and when you know that in mind, when seeing all of her shots, you can see that she is, because she's like smiling the whole time and just her eyes are like glowing and stuff. She's like, I'm having the best time.
She knew it was gonna flop, so she was like, I'm gonna just have fun.
Yeah, I think she did know. She knew back then, like, this is not gonna go well. Might as well.
Oh. And while we're on the topic of Star Wars, I'm just quickly gonna throw out a hot take. The prequels are good. I enjoy the prequels.
How hot that take is, but I'll take your word for it.
I enjoyed the prequels. And I think they're better than the main series. There, I said it. Said it. I said it! Go ahead, cancel me. Cancel me, go ahead and try. But okay, next question that we have is from probably just Simon, who doesn't like sand. Well, Simon might not like sand, but I know he doesn't mind sawdust, because the question is, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
42.
Nope. Might be the answer to everything in the life and the universe and what, but it's not the answer to that question.
That's unfortunate.
Do you want to know the answer to that question?
Something. Sure.
A woodchuck would chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
But it's not 42?
It's not 42. It could be. Depends on how the woodchuck is feeling that day, I guess. You know,
See,
if he can only chuck 42, you know, then he chucks 42.
Yeah. See? It was in some kind of universe. Never know.
On some day, when it's cold enough, maybe. Although then the question is, 42 what? 42 logs? 42 barrels of wood? 42 truckloads? 42 what?
Whatever he's feeling that day.
Fair enough.
There you go. Citrain's on my side.
50% chance it does chuck 42 and 50% chance it doesn't. You know, fair. It's either 42 or it's not. I mean, yeah. That math kind of checks out.
Yeah,
I mean,
I barely passed math. It's fine.
Y'all, chat, you've not been asking that many questions here. Those are the only 2 questions I have in chat. Or in the Q&A.
Okay.
Y'all need to ask more ask more questions, damn it. Do it now. I'm holding you at gunpoint now in game. In Minecraft.
Uh-oh. That means you have to.
Did you hear about the guy who actually like sent a death threat and then said in Minecraft at the end, and then like that wasn't upheld in the court of law because they're like, bro, just because you say it in Minecraft doesn't mean that you don't mean your words.
That's why you have to say in game, so you cover all your bases. You know, it can't just be Minecraft.
Bro, I'm gonna go to your
Minecraft, and
house.
you're just talking about Minecraft.
Bro, I'm gonna go to your house and I'm gonna leak your address in Minecraft. I'm gonna leak your codes. I'm gonna fucking paint your bed pink. Hey, we do have a question. A question from Louise, from probably Louise. Well, we've got preferably just Simon and we've got probably Louise. Then we need to get maybe someone else. Maybe Catastro then. Probably Louise asks, what color is the gun? What color is the gun, Kohaku? You're the one looking down the barrel of it.
Purple with green polka dots.
That's I'd probably rate that a common skin. It's probably cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the
Probably one of the Fortnite skins.
Yeah, one of the staffers got it off the Steam market for the, like, you know, got it on a random drop after they did a normal CSGO match, you know, just a drop.
Yeah, more than likely.
And then, preferably just Simon asks, so, how's it hanging? Simon.
It's
That's not the type of question I'm looking for. Hey, Citrine coming in with a big question here.
Oh boy.
So Citrine asks, have you ever had a dream that you want them to do you so much you could do anything?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Preferably just Simon asks, all right, what's the woodchuck's name? Simon?
Bucky.
Bucky?
Yeah.
Bucky? That's his name? Simon, your name's Bucky now. Because Simon has turned into the woodchuck. That's the headcanon that we've got in my community. Simon is the woodchuck. So Simon, I guess you gotta rename. It's now unpreferably just Bucky.
Don't hold that against me.
I'm sure you will hold that against you.
Great.
He's the one holding the gun.
I mean, this is true.
Shit, Eisen was right. My name isn't Simon. Who the fuck is Eisen? Who's Eisen?
Oh no.
And then another question from Kat Ashto asking, have you read The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
I have not, but I've watched the movie. And my mom tried to make me read the book. And I'm like, it's so big though.
I'm sorry, you ain't gonna get me to read a book. You'll get me to read a manga, but not a book.
I like reading, but I just never got around to it. She recommends me books all the time. I'm like, but I have my own books I want to read.
What's a manga recommendation you can give me? Other than did you give that other one earlier, or were we just talking about that one?
I'm in love with the villainous one.
Yeah. Is there something else you'd want to recommend? It's that one.
It's an isekai. That isn't that one. I would just need like some kind of genre, and then I can branch from there.
Horror.
Horror, Higurashi no Nakakoro ni or Umeneko no Nakakoro ni.
Sorry.
Those are two I recommend.
Higurashi? What?
Higurashi no Nakakoro ni and Umeneko no Nakakoro ni. The manga adaptations to them.
Is it Higurashi when they cry?
Yeah.
Is that the
Yeah, the manga are really good. The anime, not so much. But I always recommend the manga because they're as close to the visual novels as you'll get.
I think someone gifted me Higurashi at some point, maybe? Am I thinking of something else? No, they didn't. Okay. I am thinking of something else.
That's okay.
So it's Higurashi and what's the
Umeneko.
Umeneko. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let me write that down. Higurashi, Umeneko. I'll just write that there so that I remember. And also in love with the villainess. That is the name, right?
Yep. I'm in love with the villainess.
Got him.
But Umeneko and Higurashi, usually people think they're really full-blown horror because there's a lot of blood and stuff in it. But there's more to them than meets the eye, and that's what I really liked about them. But
I mean, have you ever watched Cyberpunk Edge Runners? There's a lot of blood in that too.
I have not.
Well, I highly recommend. Please do.
Maybe I will.
And let me just tell you now, if you say anyone other than Lucy is best girl, you're wrong.
Alrighty.
Yeah. So just a fair warning.
Edge Runners is on our list. So I watch a lot of anime with Train, and we have a list of things we're trying to watch, and I misplaced it. And I think we have Edge Runners on our list.
Citrine, please bump Edge Runners up on the list so you can watch it sooner. Can David be best goal? Sure. David can be best goal. I'll allow it. But David still doesn't beat Lucy. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
David can be best goal, but you're still wrong. Because it's Lucy, no matter what. I'm sorry. You're not gonna change my mind. My name ain't Steven Crowder.
Makes sense to me. Does not make sense at all to me.
Wait, which one? The Edge Runners or Steven Crowder reference? Alright, well, okay, wait. Have you ever seen that guy sitting at a table with a giant, like, controversial opinion and then change my mind?
Oh,
That's Steven Crowder.
Okay, that makes sense. Oh.
Like, if you just look him up, Steven Crowder, I haven't actually checked him in quite a while.
Yeah, he has a lot of spicy takes.
Change my mind. Yeah, he's got a whole playlist of 63 videos. And all of them he's just sitting at a table with something like, I'm not going to say the stuff because all of them are controversial and we're going to get into a debate, and I don't want that.
Yeah. It's best you don't, unless you're ready for that. Then you can say them. But if you're not ready for that,
no. Then another question from Citrine. Actually, no, wait, Citrine, I'll get yours after this. Another question from preferably just Bucky. Asking, if Steven Crowder isn't your name, then what is? My name is Simon. How do you think about that?
I thought his name was Bucky.
No. Simon's name is Bucky. My name is now Simon.
Oh, wow.
I have become Simon.
Full circle.
Except my memory's bad, so I'm not going to be counting as much as he does.
Oh.
Because Simon's a living counter. We've talked about him before. He's literally got a counter in my server, or a channel of just counters, where he changes them manually to, like, different things that he counts. Like, for example, I have said, that's fair, 636 times since, or that's fair has been said 637 times in total while he's been around.
Wow.
And I'm waiting for that counter to update now.
It probably
It's
has.
supposed to go up to 637. No, because he needs to go and manually edit them.
Oh man.
Yeah, there we go. There's been updated. And same as if there was one episode where we spoke at a guest and we talked about my sausage dog and him pissing in the house. And my guest Oswald, he called him a piss bobber. So there's a piss bobber counter as well, which is now going to go up by 2.
What in the world?
So yeah, no, there's just a whole bunch of counters there. So he's he who counts.
I used to have a counter that would count how many times I yawned in a stream, but I stopped doing that because I yawned way too much.
People watching the stream thinking that you're falling asleep midstream.
You never know.
You're like, a yawn is a key for the mods to change the category to I'm only sleeping.
Slowly but surely. Yeah, the chat can't update it, but I can, so that's another reason why.
So
I'm
you
just like,
forget.
so I'm gonna fix it one of these days so chat can still interact with it.
Someday.
Someday.
But okay, then the next question from Citrine is, who is best girl overall in anime?
Oh man. Overall in anime?
Yeah.
That's difficult because I like so many different characters and various different things.
Well, you need to pick
Which
one.
Oh no, I don't like this. Shoot. No.
But Simon, what's the new
need-
counter?
I need a piece of fiction and then I can say which girl or whatever I like.
Okay, best girl in Darling in the Franxx.
I haven't seen Darling in the Franxx.
Okay, the answer is 02. Okay, best girl in
okay.
ReZero. Or rather, the full name, ReZero Kara Hajimeru Isekai Seikatsu.
I know which girl people like, but
That's
she's
the
not
wrong
my
one.
favorite. Oh.
Rem is the wrong one. She's not best girl. Emilia is.
Oh.
I'll accept Betty as well. Maybe Ram,
Oh.
but not Rem.
Wow.
Rem's
I
the
like
blue-haired
Ram.
maid.
I like Ram. I have a figure of her.
No, Ram is the pink-haired maid.
I know.
Okay, just
I
making
like
sure. Yeah, I like her more
Yeah.
than Rem as well.
There you go.
Yeah, okay. And then best girl in going over to Kohaku to count the yawns.
Oh no.
I guess Simon's gonna be an irregular counter. Since
I
your
guess.
counter's fixed, I'll loan you mine. Or since
Thank
your counter is broken, I'll lend you mine.
See, Gimmicks understands me. He's one of my friends.
Best girl in Battle Athletes.
Yeah,
what is
Battle Athletes
Battle Athletes?
Victory and Bathlete. I know a lot of series that a lot of people don't know, but Gimmicks and I get along very well because we know a lot of anime that a lot of people don't know. But best girl in Battle Athletes, I would say Ichino. She's my favorite.
Safe search blurring is on. Why did safe search blurring get turned on when I looked up Battle Athletes?
I don't know. Search Battle
Is it
Athletes Victory and you'll find it.
Is it an
Athletes.
etchy?
No, it's not.
Sure.
promise it's not.
Okay, wait, and who'd you say was best girl? Something with an I?
Ichan.
Ichan.
Or
Ichan.
Ichino.
Ichino. Let me look that. Ichino.
Such an unknown anime. I'm just looking at
Ichino
pictures.
Yanagida. That one.
Mhm.
It looks like a 90s style anime.
Yep, it is. Because I only watch stuff from the 90s and early 2000s. Jesse's a bully.
Wait, what did Jesse ask? I'm a fan of Jesse. Oh no, I thought Jesse was a new person who came in the chat.
No.
Because I was looking up on my main screen to see something to see what Ichinon looks like.
No, it's just gimmicks showing his preference.
This is why we call Kohaku a boomer.
No, rude.
All of the 90s anime knowledge coming to shoot you in the foot.
Basically, God, what have I done? I've done nothing to you. I just existed.
But yeah, no. If I could, I would recommend you bump up Edge Runners on the to watch list. It's just 10 episodes, and the last episode is a bit longer. But yeah, definitely
we'll
highly recommend it.
For sure.
I highly recommend it. It's one of my favorites, and yeah, Lucy Best Goal once again.
Promoting your ideology.
It's not promoting. It's indoctrinating, I believe.
Ah, okay. I see you.
It's forming a bias.
Mm-hmm.
Where you're like, oh,
Makes
I
sense.
heard this cool dude named Zara likes Lucy more than the other option. So when I'm watching it, I'm gonna be thinking that as well. And then I'm gonna start thinking of Lucy as best goal from the moment I start watching it, and then that's how we do it. Most modern
Makes sense.
thing you watched was Oshinoko. Okay, and who's best goal in
Yeah.
Oshinoko then?
I forget her name.
Name the hair
I'm
color.
good Red.
Red. Yeah, you're right. I agree. Akane.
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I think her name's
There you go.
Akane. I've forgotten
Yeah, it's
her.
Akane.
Is
I
it?
just looked it up. It's Akane.
Okay. But yes, no, definitely. I agree, Akane. I just love the way that she says Aqua's name,
Yeah.
or it's like no, who is it? I don't know. I just loved the way her voice actress was doing stuff with it. Like her voice actress's voice and how she pronounced stuff, and in such a different way from how I usually hear it. I don't know how to describe it. It's just she sounded different, and I liked it.
I get it. I get it. The other thing we watched was Gundam Witch from Mercury. That was another one we watched currently.
I've not watched a single Gundam.
That's okay. You don't need to watch a single Gundam to understand it, I think. But I enjoyed that one. That one was pretty cool. I'd rewatch it.
Okay. Also, Citrine, I would say that Ruby is a second best gold, but not for shipping with Aqua.
No.
Definitely not. That's
Yeah,
a bit weird.
I keep seeing things from the manga, and I'm like, oh no.
I have
avoided.
avoided so many spoilers, and I'm glad. But I am planning on reading the manga further, because I read the first 10 chapters, the first volume of the manga after the first episode aired, like a fucking idiot, because I didn't watch the first episode. I instead read the first volume, and that changed the impact for the first episode, because yeah, I already knew what was going to happen. So that's why I'm saying like a fucking idiot.
Well, I've been meaning to read the manga, so I was like, oh, I should watch the anime at some point. Then I heard the first episode was like an hour and a half long. I'm like, I gotta watch it now, and waited for Citrine when he was free, and we watched it, and there you go. And it was a time.
But okay, that.
No, Citrine, no.
Oh, that. Oh no. I just pieced that together because I saw the question pop up and I was like, or the message pop up and I was like, that's how they can bring back huh? What do you mean? And then the dots connected. And the dots connected and I was like, no. That's not gonna work.
They're probably setting that up, and I'm gonna cry every minute of the last chapter.
That's just how the story ends.
Yeah, well, we got her back, but at what cost?
At what cost? Everything.
Basically.
But okay,
God.
last question from Kid Astro asking, how many villainess stories have you read?
I've only read one, but
Only
I've
that
watched
one?
a few. But I forget which one the other one was. But the one I promoted, like, the heck out of, it's really good. I enjoyed it.
You've
I wish the
probably
novel
watched,
wasn't censored.
what's it called? The red flags, like, death flags, something like that.
Hmm.
Avoiding death flags as a villainess and something like that. Some long ass name. Google, open up! Why are you not? Dude, I am clicking. Okay, wait, hold up. Let me just change the screen that I'm sharing to you. Sure, now you'll work. Piece of shit. Bro, look up the fucking show's name, and I just got fed up because Google wasn't responding with me. But okay. This is gonna be where we end it off. So yeah, because I feel like, you know, we've had a good episode by now, and we went through a bunch of questions, and yeah, so that's gonna be it for me. Thanks everybody for stopping by. I have been your host Zara, and I will see you all next week. Make sure, once again, just real quick, go check out fnv.cod.co. Go check out my wonderful guest XoKohaku on all of her socials and everything, and then yeah. I'll see you all next week in the next episode of FNV. But until then, ciao for now.
Bye.
Don't click off just yet, y'all. I want to see if we can write out. Oh, wait, I'll ask that in a sec, Simon. I see your question that just popped up. Okay, let's see who we can rate to. We'll go to Chu. She's from Kawa Entertainment, and she's doing some rigging. She's streaming some live today, so yeah, let's go there, shall we? If y'all don't know the raid message by now, I'll put it in chat. It is Kappa space Zara FNV raid exclamation point Kappa. So that's just like this. Just like that. You can copy paste it multiple times like that. And I will see you over there on the Chu stream. Alright, y'all, we're raiding out now, so I hope you have your raid messages ready, and I'll see you there.